it. Hi.
Hey.
So you guys, that's what you missed. We just did like a rewind. So welcome to the We Are LA Tech weekly blab show. Meet LA Tech startups. We have Clint from Camp Playa on the interview with us right now. As you guys know, we will be doing this throughout the rest of 2015. Every Tuesday afternoon, you will get to meet some awesome, incredible LA tech companies. And right now, Clint is going to tell you about Camp Playa and everything that's about. If you want, any of you that are watching, you see the Twitter little bird to your left. You just click on it once and you could tweet out the show. If you are online with us right now, you can ask us any questions. If you're watching the recording, hello, feel free to reach out to both of us at any point. I'm sure we'd both love to say hi to you. I'm going to take a drink of water before I choke on myself. And Clint, go ahead. Tell us about you and your company.
All right, you got it. Hey, I'm Clint. Nice to talk with you, Esprit. It's always a pleasure. Camp Playa, we're the newest digitally focused advertising agency, integrated communications agency in Playa Vista, the growing Silicon Beach area. Really exciting. Woo woo. And so we are in the EA building, actually, for those of you who are local and know the Lincoln kind of Jefferson intersection. We have the first floor there. You're welcome to come by sometime and have a beer. So we do, the whole integrated suite of communications. We've got myself, a really killer new creative lead named Rob Alley. We've got account people, designers, directors, copywriters, project managers, producers.
I love it.
Ready to create all the really good stuff. And we're working on CPG brands, entertainment, everything.
Wait, but how did you get into it in the first place? Like, how did it all start? Tell us the origination story.
Yeah, that's a great story. So for me personally, I've been jumping back and forth between startups and kind of corporate agency jobs.
Right. And
this job is a nice merger of those two things. I'm involved in a couple startups on the side as well, and that are more tech driven. And on this side, I think as I work with startups, I see that the agencies typically don't know how to work with them. Right. The compensation models are bloated, or the kind of funky dance between agency and entrepreneur is some kind of not so fun. So we want to create a kind of agency that really is meant for challenger brands, people who are trying to disrupt things, try new things, and we can work with them in kind of nimble ways with senior leadership. But the way it started, I'm actually part of a larger holding company that's based in Quebec City.
Right.
So these guys have been
Did you know that I'm obsessed with Canada?
I didn't know that. No.
I love Canada.
Cool.
Love Canada. I want to go to Montreal one day.
I'm going next month. I'm going next month.
Your suitcase.
I'll scout it out for you. Come on in. Come on over. So we have a much larger presence in Toronto and Vancouver, and also it's the agency kind of started in London. So now I'm bringing it to the US. I've been at it for a few months, and now with a new energy under this new name, Camp Playa. You can find us at Camp Playa. That's spelled CampPlaya.com.
Perfect. And for those of you just tuning in, this is the We Are LA Tech weekly blab show where you get to meet amazing LA tech companies, and they just integrated with YouTube. So now you may be watching us on YouTube, you may be watching us on Blab, wherever you're watching us. We want to connect with you, whether you're on the live stream or you're watching the recording. So just let's talk about it now, Clint. How can people get in touch with you that want to connect after the interview?
Absolutely. So you can reach us on our Twitter handle, which is at the same name, at Camp Playa, or myself personally at Clint Schaff. I can see my Twitter handle up there in the corner of this cool little screen on Blab. So you can hit me up there as well. And always happy to engage with folks, especially folks here in the LA area. We're here for paying a premium to be in Silicon Beach area here on this kind of interchange. We want to you want to come and work with us for the day, come on by. We'll have some smart people think about your business for half an hour, and maybe we can even work together. But if not, it's just nice to make new friends and be a part of this really cool ecosystem that's growing here.
Right? I'm kind of a little bit biased because Clint is in the WeAreLATech Experience Club. So when he says he genuinely wants to connect with people, he means it, because everybody in the Experience Club, in order to get in, you have to actually care about mutually beneficial relationships. It's one of the requirements to be a club member. So highly recommend connecting with Clint. So how has Camp Playa had an effect on its clients? Like, let's talk about like the work that you've done and how you differentiate yourself from other agencies out there.
Yeah, we were pretty new. I mean, what's interesting is we've serviced companies large and small. So everything from, Procter & Gamble out of Cincinnati. We did several large campaigns with them. The most interesting one was a campaign that was centered on driving consumption and purchase intent in New York City, where maybe they had declining sales. So we did this really cool campaign called New York Tough, which was all about using offline media to drive online and real world conversation around their products and how they can alleviate the toughness of living in New York. We developed a similar campaign for LA that maybe you'll see in the future. And then, but we also work with much smaller startups. We're working with, of all things, a hair replacement company out of LA. Maybe I could use a little bit. It's good for confidence. But for them, we're helping not only drive online conversation through a lot of really cool asset creation, stills, videos, copy, etc., but also doing that in a way that drives sales and then creates a community amongst people who use these products, right? Like, whether you're using kind of you're part of a weight loss community, or in this case, a hair loss community, or you're just an entrepreneur trying to connect with other entrepreneurs, we all need community to overcome obstacles in our lives. So we're running initiatives with this startup to help these even people in the hair loss community who might not see results right away. How do you stay motivated? How do you support one another as you try to meet the goals in your life? And maybe the products help do that.
And let's tell you, so what is your exact role there?
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm the U.S. general manager. So I run our mid-size LA presence, as well as a super small satellite presence in New York, on Madison. And so my job is to grow this business, find new clients, find new partners. I have a sign over my office that says 3 things every day: bring enthusiasm to work, talk to my clients, and meet new talent. And as long as I do those 3 things, it's a good day.
And that's a perfect transition for what I want to get into. So time to be a little bit of a narcissist. What are you extraordinarily amazing at within your role?
And me personally?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm really good at is, hopefully people back this up, but I think that I bring a level of friendship and
by the way, my intent behind the question is I want you to share with others so it could become actionable, how they could acquire that skill or get better at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So one of the things I do is use personal relationships and build personality into my business dealings with local folks, where we might become friends, we might become beer drinking buddies, we might watch football together, we might do business together, we might refer clients to one another. And I'm really comfortable with the blurring those lines. And even in my own life, like quick summary, I teach at USC. I've been doing that for 8 years. I'm running this agency. I'm involved in a tech audio products company called Perry, myperi.com. And I don't find that actually distracts my focus at all. It means that the people I meet through the entrepreneurial world, they're struggling to meet communicators, and I'm able to bring them into that because I have a role in the group of communicators. The communicators are like, how do we get some of that special sauce and that flavor that entrepreneurs have, especially in a growing area like LA? Well, I have a hand in there too. Oh, and you want to know some of the institutions, whether that be SC or UCLA or kind of research grant institutions? Well, I have a hand in that too. So I like to take that on as a bit of a connector between people. And to do it in a truly organic way, because I just dig all these people.
And what tools do you use to maintain your relationships? And by the way, hello to I Am Greco.
Hello.
He's in Canada, which is awesome. I think it's pretty awesome. The idea of Blab talking to tech company startups. Yay, I'm so glad you enjoy it, Greco.
Awesome.
Clint, real quick, you could turn it on your volume a little bit just because I speak like crazy, like a chimpanzee, and so I could hear myself. And then we have a question. I would love the opportunity to meet and talk with you. So great. Clint, you could... you know what we could do, and Clint, if you're open to this, and hello, Dahlia, welcome. Dahlia has a Blab channel as well. It's awesome. She integrates music into her interviews, which is super innovative and cool. Dahlia, if you could shoot me over your Blab channel, that would be awesome. I would love to share it with WeAreLATech. So I Am Greco want to jump in the interview with us and say hi to Clint right now. Are you there? Go ahead. That's Joe. Well, okay. Well, oh yeah, Joe, you are I Am Greco. How perfect. Okay. Hello,
right, Joe.
Welcoming Joe.
Welcome to the party.
How do you like that for a welcome, Joe?
I think that's awesome. I love it. I love the enthusiasm.
So, Joe, where are you based?
I'm in Sudbury in Canada, so in Northern Ontario.
Canada!
All right. Go Blue Jays.
Yeah.
We're going to forget that it's an LA Tech show pretty soon because we're talking so much about Canada. So what is going on in the Canadian tech scene, Joe?
I couldn't tell you much about it, but to tell you the truth, but I know I was interested in, I guess, I'm thinking it would be like a tech thing, but like interested in kind of like bringing curling to the digital world. Because that isn't really happening at all, and I think that's
say it again. Bringing
curling, the sport.
Curling,
what is? I don't know. What's curling?
Yeah.
No, what is curling for everybody like me that doesn't know?
I'm gonna go. Well, just type in curling. It's a sport. It's played in the Olympics.
Well, just tell us because we do share this with the whole WeAreLATech audience, so we want as little pauses as possible. So, what is curling?
So, curling is a sport. It's on ice. It's like on hockey. It's like hockey, and you throw rocks at houses.
Rocks? It sounds like a Justin Bieber music video.
But it's on a sheet of ice, and you have these like granite stones that basically you have to get like I don't know the exact distance, but like 100 feet down. You have to shoot it like.
If I could help out, Joe. It's
go for it.
A little bit like shuffleboard, if you're familiar with shuffleboard, but it's on ice, and you can tweak the ice with a broom of sorts to slow or speed up the how fast the big rock is going.
Awesome. Right. And you want to bring curling to digital, right?
Like online with like teaching people curling and all that, and really connecting people online.
Sweet. So what question do you have for Clint?
I guess.
Hi, Spencer.
I guess what direction would you suggest for actually making that happen? I know I've been in the works of like developing this idea, but really kind of moving the next step forward of like creating like a overall online curling digital presence of like teaching people to curl and creating a community online for curlers.
All right, cool. I mean, some good basic advice would be, and I'm grabbing this from Charlene Lee, formerly of Forrester, now with Altimeter Group, but this is kind of table stakes. But
can you take it one step back, Clint? Just in case people don't know, Charlene Lee and the two companies you mentioned, what are those? So to give people.
Forrester Research is a research group, and Altimeter Group is a digitally focused, really rad version of that. That's creating really awesome white papers and kind of helping vet this crazy world of social business and online business.
Just say it one more time in case people want to look it up.
Yep, Altimeter, Altimeter, and then Forrester with 2 R's, just so you can think it's be spelled. And then so she had this really cool analogy. This is from years ago, but I think it still applies. Is think post people, objectives, strategies, and then technologies. Because I would do different things, Joe. I mean, I'm familiar with curling. I'm from North Dakota originally, circa Canada, and but the way if I were trying to reach curlers, I would do things differently than if I were trying to reach Esprit, who wasn't previously familiar with curling. So the things I would do would be totally radically different. So I think first you got to think, who are you trying to talk to? Then what do you want them to do? How are you getting them to do it? And then finally, what are the tactics or technologies you're going to use?
I love
so in this
that.
case, so in this case, I think it's really helpful to, I'm assuming your goal is to grow the audience of people who are active in curling. One of the best.
Clint, we're losing you for a second. There. Okay, that's perfect.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not perfect. Is that you? Talk for one more. Do you hear that, Joe?
No, I heard that too. It's getting like scratchy.
Go ahead, Clint.
Okay.
Oh, Clint, you're good right now.
Okay, great.
Don't move. Don't breathe.
Okay, I'm not going to move again ever. And what I was going to add was that, in this case, you might want to just leverage the voice of yourself and other passionate members of that athletic community to kind of tell those stories. Why do you play? What's the motivation for it? Is there family history? Is it country pride? Is it a fitness thing? Is it because you all go out for beers afterwards. You know, what is it that really sparks it, and tell those stories, so that if I am not familiar with curling, but I also like my country, beer, making friends, getting fit, I can relate to that part, and maybe I'll consider it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It looks like we all cut out. Are we good now? Good now. I think we're good now.
All right.
Dahlia said we all cut out for a second, but I think we're okay. At least I look like I'm still sitting here.
I see you. I see you.
Just curious, can I get like, because you said POST as an acronym, can I get like what the O and the S stood for?
Yeah, absolutely. Objectives, strategies. And
so let's do the whole thing. POST is people,
objectives, strategies, and technologies.
And for those of you just tuning in, you are watching the WeAreLATech weekly blab show called Meet LA Tech Startups.
Yeah.
And I am so excited. We have Camp Playa, who is quasi-mentoring Joe right now, who is in Canada. Yeah. So Canada and the U.S. are uniting for once. Just kidding. We're here every Tuesday, Tuesday afternoon, meeting with new LA startups, and continue forward, Clint. Joe, what other questions do you have for Clint?
You have anything else, Joe?
Not off the top of my head. I think that was fairly good as a start.
So, Clint, what is your Twitter handle in case Joe wants to connect later on?
You got it. It's at Clint Schaff, at CLINTSCHAFF. I'll say hi here in the thread. There we go. I'll just hit you a little high note so you can see that there in the messages portion of Blab.
Awesome.
I'll share a story with you, Joe, if you don't mind. One of our clients is the National Hockey League, another sport beloved by Canadians. And we do a lot of their social and digital work. And one of the things we did was we wanted to share, hockey, like here in the U.S., American football is sort of like a weekly pastime. Baseball is America's sport. We also love hockey, but it doesn't have the same sort of national flavor. So the NHL wanted to sustain viewership across the playoffs. And so, I happen to be a Minnesota Wild fan, but when we get eliminated from the playoffs, I really don't care after that. So one of the goals was, how do we get fans to care more even after their team's eliminated? So we did a user-generated content promotion. You may have saw it on broadcast, where people were sharing their NHL playoffs experiences. So you might be watching it there in your room. Others might be watching it with their friends or whatever. And then they became a part of the playoff story. What was cool about it is then teams started taking the best footage of Leafs fans or whatever and sharing on their social channels. And then all those people, so if somebody shares Joe's content, Joe, you're going to be that much more excited about the playoffs, that much more excited about the Leafs. Right. And so that might be an interesting tactic that you can apply. It's really part of big, top four sports like hockey, but you can probably apply that to curling as well with similar results, and maybe even better because your audience might be smaller, but probably be even more passionate because they're part of more of a niche area like curling.
And I have a really MVP idea, which stands for minimum viable product in the startup world. And you may like this. We're all chatting on Blab right now. And I'm sure if you're in the sport of curling, you're not really into like watching an interview about curling. Maybe you are, and you could use the idea for that. But to take it a step further, Blab is mobile enabled. It's on iPhone. I believe it's on Android. Spencer can let me know if it's on Android too, but it's definitely on iPhone. And you could do everything that we're doing right now from your iPhone. So going to a curling activity, taking your iPhone, my WeAreLATech iPhone, Spencer says not quite yet on Android, but on iPhone, taking your iPhone to the activity, interviewing the different people at the activity right there in person, and then post on Blab, right? You're using the Blab app. Now Blab just integrated with YouTube, so you can press YouTube button right after, and then you have a super minimum viable product to start uniting the community before you get a little bit further on. Do you like that idea?
That's fairly cool. Thanks.
Spencer and YouTube, what do you think of that idea? Hey, Spencer and YouTube. He's wearing the WeAreLATech shirt today. Yay! Joe, was that helpful?
Yes, very much so.
Cool. Well, we look forward to you staying in touch with the both of us. I'm just going to wrap things up with Clint, but Joe, thanks so much for jumping on the Blab with us, and we look forward to seeing you again.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks for.
Yeah, of course. Bye. So, Clint, Welcome to the Blab. How was it? How was it for you?
I love it. I think it's such a powerful tool. I think, and just like your advice to Joe, like, what a cool way to create video content. You know, in this case, live and also recorded efficiently in a cost-effective way. Like that's something that like the NHL maybe can't do because of all the licenses and whatnot, but we can do that as humans and connect with other humans, and that's just what you do so well as a connector and community builder. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, connecting with humans, I love it. That I do. I really love. I love having wonderful people in my life like you, and I'm so stoked you're on the Blab. For everyone tuning in, we're about to say bye to Clint, but do definitely stay in touch. Great person. And at 3:30, we will be back with Alessandro, who has a dating app. Awesome. Another great LA tech startup entrepreneur. And Clint, we will talk to you later.
All right. Thanks for having me. Yeah. And say hello.
You want to just do a shout out how people could stay in touch one more time, just in case?
Absolutely. Again, Camp Playa, hot new agency here in LA, in the Venice area. And you can reach us on Twitter at Camp Playa. You can email me at clint.schaff@campplaya.com or on Twitter at Clint Schaff. And would love to rap with you. I'll give you a beer, I promise.
Perfect. I love beer. Beer almost killed me in Belgium.
Okay. All right. We'll be careful.
All right. Bye, Clint. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye,
of course. I did. It's recorded. How can I not get that? That is so. Oh my gosh. So, okay, I know everybody watching on YouTube right now, like, I know this is, like, super random, and, like, this is not Clint, this is Spencer, co-founder of PodClear, acquired by Blab, so now Blab has their incredible talent, and I'm actually going to be in San Francisco, and I just emailed Hannah, who was with also PodClear and now with Blab, about doing LA Techers in SF, meet up at Blab. What do you think?
So rad. We definitely have to do it.
Right? And like with that shirt, will you wear the shirt that day? I'll wear the shirt too.
I absolutely will.
All right. Unofficial, not confirmed yet. November 10th, happy hour at Blab headquarters. November 10th, it's unconfirmed. But I'm pretty. It's highly likely will become confirmed as long as they don't have super important meetings, right? LA Techers in SF. I will see you there. This is Spencer. He's brilliant. He knows everything about audio, sound, engineering, being an entrepreneur, traveling, being an awesome human being. I will see you guys at 3:30. 6 minutes.
See you later, SP.